Start recording. Start streaming. This is a peaceful protest. 6:03 p.m. 17th of November 2025. Monday. I am trying to put together a cohesive, brief evidence video. My building is attempting to evict me again. They tried to do it last year. I have asked for a motion. I don't know all the perfect words. If I keep trying to be perfect, it's going to be harder. It's hard for me to talk, and it shouldn't be. Like, they're part of the harassment I'm facing is them pumping stuff into my unit, and it's fucking up my vocal cords. This was accepted after the third attempt. Motion to dismiss with prejudice. You cannot turn someone's home into anything other than their home and expect them to continue. That's slavery. That's debt bondage. That's social murder. What I feel has been done to me and must have been done to many other people since COVID, since 2020. That's why I'm inside. If COVID hadn't happened, I don't think I would still be inside. There are still, 55 people died last week. It's averaging out to like 100 people a week. When it was just 52 people, or 545. This is when it became such a cause for concern, they shut the whole world down. I would not idly stand by and let a genocide happen. There was nothing I could do. If this is even like essentially recording a genocide, they're just not calling it that. And it is worldwide. I'm not kidding. I'm being very serious and very sincere. There's no like embellishment to this equation. They've even said 14.9 million excess deaths just between 2020 and 2021. And if you take that into account with what it seems like they did to Portland as a city, a progressive city, because from my point of view, I was stuck in here and watching through the internet while stuff was going on my street that I don't think had anything to do with the protests. That is part of the harassment. And you take everything into account, and they came in like essentially threw cancer at people and beat the shit out of them. And you expect me to have anybody to call for help after witnessing this for 170 days and then being fucked with myself on my street? This in coordination with COVID, like I couldn't go outside. And yet I have to give you my medical records to push that point. I'm doing this as clearly as I can, but there's so much evidence. I'm not going to fit it into a 20-minute video. I'm going to try to aim for under an hour. And I doubt I will get all my points made. This has been extremely hard, especially because I have been fucked with even all weekend. I'm looking for the medical files. Most of this is all about things I need to say for the court. I mean, I've even what I read to the court last year is now in music form in case like that helps or something, which I do intend to play. It's not a joke. It is just maybe you didn't hear me the first time, because the first time I said all the same things last year, the Judge Stafford responded by saying that people don't like to sign these agreements. Kind of as if I was just like a sad little idiot and like, who cares what is going on with me? I felt completely ignored. And if anybody understands what the words under duress mean, it should be someone that works for the law system, a judge, even a cop. Like, should understand what under duress means. I feel like some kind of sports ball being passed around between military, fire department, cops. Somebody's trying to get power and using me in the middle of it. By having me sit here and get attacked and need someone to help me, but there's no one to call for help, is some kind of sick tactic. There is... Right, I need to keep my thoughts in order. Well, there is a police depot thing on my street. There is somebody here. I need to make this point, that there is someone here all the time, just sitting there as if to say, like, you're going to beg us for help. Or we'll just sit there and watch people mess with your building. The fire alarm has been set off over 50 times now in 2025. You know, when they did this eviction shit to me last year. And yeah, I live in a building that's supposed to keep you housed. Maybe I need to make that clear. This is not a regular apartment building. It's low-income housing for vulnerable and disabled people. You can't make people disabled on purpose. This is terrorizing. I don't... There is some kind of oversight on my street that makes no sense, given, you know, there is a traffic camera here. There are satellites in the sky. There's got to be business cameras pointed outside. There's got to be adults that I know for a fact are there every single day, like it's a watchtower. There's no way nobody noticed. And then on top of it, you have a police thing here. And again, it's like as if they are just letting bad shit happen to make you beg for them. I will not beg. I will not fight. I will not die. And I refuse to be used. It's taken me 5 years to even... It's if like I'm being held in here to practice what I'm going to say. That is some lawfare bullshit too. And I also... It is suspicious as well that there are like chunks of pictures missing even from Google. This all feels like my street feels like a theater for political shit. The personal is political, but I mean, like, no, you're doing something to try to bend the will of the people. Sure, that's a good way to put it. It's not... This is fucked up and it feels staged. I never had trouble the unhoused in the area. People have always been in this like alcoves. There's on camera smoking a cigarette or whatever. It never got into my unit like this before 2020. Somebody, yeah, like that. It's just sitting there. Somebody has gone out of their way to deliberately like gas my apartment like a death chamber. They could be coming from above, from the side, from that side, from downstairs. If it's not something so obvious that, you know, you could see them directly here on the street, maybe they're on the roof. But I think there's been different times it's coming through the vents in my bathroom when it's more obviously the hallway. I don't understand exactly how I am supposed to prove to you like a smell, you know, but it is more than ever. As if like they wanted you to be mad at the homeless and confuse who is doing this to you because now you have an excuse to sweep the homeless. And I'm not giving you that excuse. I have an album of my apartment when I first moved in. I am doing my best here. It's shaped like a plug. And I have evidence, photo evidence of it, me having like a perfectly good, really nice apartment, thank you. The only reason anything's gone to shit is because I've been held under duress in here for 5 years. Well, it is not up to my own standards. I can't use my kitchen at all. They filled the apartment building with roaches. And while, like, now it seems like they've killed the roaches, it was never a problem before 2020. But like every once in a while, it's like they gassed my whole apartment with pesticide. And it's ripping out my fucking vocal cords. And they never were doing that, like, before fucking 2020. You can buy little pellets also to fix this issue. Um, I feel like I am trying to say too many things at once. But yeah, it was for one person living alone. I thought, this should be the standard even for any apartment. They should not build SROs. Because if a pandemic happens again, you need your own bathroom and a kitchen. If I had a partner, maybe you could share it, but it's too small for a roommate to be trapped in here with you. Partners are different, but a friend or a roommate, you'd probably drive each other crazy. I grew up on the East Coast. I've been in Portland since 2012. I'm used to stories of like the New York City apartment where they fit 7 people in a room this big, at the turn of the century. But like that's a fucked up standard in 2025, in the 21st century. I have evidence too of like this wall is cracking. My door will not shut and it's splitting at the seam here. It does feel like the room itself was never finished. Can I get back to the windows picture? Here you could stick your entire hand between the window frame and the wall here when I first moved in. They filled it all with gunk. But it was like never really closed. And now, I mean, this is always open for the new AC heater unit thing, which I bought it myself, but it is the standard Portland clean energy. What they gave everybody. Yeah, I did not get what I needed to apply for one for free. I think it's better I bought this one though because of the dehumidifier. I don't think that probably came in these, but it is like the same thing. And yeah, you have to keep your window open a little bit. You also needed to keep your window open for COVID. So like this concept of like trapping you in a room. Yeah, right. Backing up. My apartment was also flooded in 2018 by the upstairs neighbor, who that's also part of like harassment. I have evidence. It's a 10-minute video I have to play in this video. Again, I'm trying to make this under an hour long. And I can't just do it again and do it again and do it again. But water came in through the fire alarm, through the vent in the kitchen, the light here, just like in buckets. It was a lot of water. And before that, there had been water damage from upstairs in my bathroom. A big bubble on the ceiling. They had to come pop and paint twice. And I just keep living my life. I have no other home. I have lived in this apartment longer than I have lived anywhere else in my life. This is my home, and it feels really, really strange that I have been like pressured to write some kind of essay about where my home is and why it's my home. now there's making my room smell like popcorn or something. Like everything. Yeah, it's really fucking awful. Um, all of the ways to interrupt you, distraction techniques. I haven't been able to write, even though I have a degree in fucking writing, and that's what my like real, you could say, job is supposed to be. I can't, like, I can try to articulate things. I can't get into writing mode. I have years worth of work. Um, a lifetime of work. Um, you could say that's fucking loss of income because you've done nothing but terrorize me and get like, how can I prove that my internet's even being messed with? Like, I'm worried it will go out while I'm trying to even do this because it just went out like 4 times in the last hour. The proof I have of that is Twitch tracker. This website should show you a full calendar. Way more than that, thousands of hours streamed. It should be filled in all the way back to here. And you know, it clocked me at least these 2 times. So it's like something was blocking my stream, my peaceful protest, my only way to get to the outside world, blocking me for a year. It's like, of course I couldn't get help. Like, it's like I didn't exist. And I can, like, on all my social media, it's like oddly, you could say shadow banned, some firewall, someone's messing with me on like a computer level. And yeah, to bring it back around to universal human rights, Article 28, because I think that is the ultimate, like, you've known this stuff for 70 years, and for some reason you just won't do it. And it covered every single thing that's happened since 2020. The sweeps, the protests, the from Palestine to Portland, like, you just refuse for some reason, because you want slavery, because you want to take people's kids, make them have kids and take them, deny them basic rights and freedoms, make them fight for it or something. Like, this was already established a long time ago. And I'm saying everyone is entitled to a social and international order where the rights and freedoms can be realized. That's the internet. It is the only place where we can all meet, regardless of your ability, how much money you have, if you can travel that day. And messing with the internet, weaponizing the internet, you're fucking with human rights. Yeah, they're not given or taken away. Where I grew up, I was told directly everything's a privilege, not a right. Constantly. It's not true. Like, that's just a lie. Things are a right. And yeah, I will be there to say so, and you can say, no, it's not, and it's a he said, she said thing forever. Why would you deny people rights unless you just wanted to put them into slavery? You wanted to spend $4.5 million paying your friends to harass people you just evicted out of their homes, rather than giving people housing. Yeah, maybe they end up in all of these recovery centers that popped up. Measure 110 was sabotaged. I believe in destigmatizing, medicalizing, standardizing medicine. Measure 110 was this, like, oh, let's kind of mess it up on purpose. It was sabotaged. Who knows what people were taking? Of course they would get sick, and then revoking it a year later, all you did, you created a whole population of people to end up in these, like, overpriced recovery centers where people will get paid to pretend to help you. And that sickens me to notice. The same thing with the police. Feeling abused and harassed every day, even though there is a police thing right down the street. As if to be like, you're gonna ask, we're gonna play good cop, bad cop. The bad guys are gonna mess with you, and you have to ask the good guys for help, but they're on the same team. That's a scam. That's a job security scam. Messing with this area is a real estate scam. Like, you took some civil rights protests and you turned them into a scam. And that's a human rights violation. Yeah, it is on a genocidal level. And, like, when will you take it seriously? I don't want to die for you to take it seriously. No one should have to die was the kind of the point of the protest, or no one should be afraid of getting murdered. Was like the point of the protest in the first place. The heart of the fucking issue. Eviction is murder. Right. Because I say eviction is murder, they've got my neighbors messing with me. Because what should happen to the neighbor that continues to harass me? You can't, like, you're like stuck here. Unless somehow I give power to a system that kind of was letting me die anyway. You see the catch-22. Conflict of interest. There is no way I'm going to be able to say this stuff fast enough to get my whole point across. I guess, yes, start from 2020. Why am I in here in the first place? I have medical issues going back to 5th grade that specifically involve, like, pneumonia-based antibiotics. I had a heart murmur. There's multiple. Yeah, COVID started as a lung issue and then became a full body issue. Now I sincerely think maybe it's like when they don't know what something is, they'll call it COVID. I am guessing here, like, I am allowed to guess. But yeah, pneumonia in 5th grade. Pneumonia in 5th grade. Chronic bronchitis in 11th grade. Pneumonia again in college. And then I've had issues here that I have the medical records of because I would go to the Legacy Go Health in the Pearl District. So bring up those. It's the 4 pieces of documents. This was all given to Sean Stevenson last year when they tried to evict me as well. And now mysteriously, like, as if they don't exist now, at the same Andor law firm. The girl they had, the woman they had me talk to during my trial to set this trial on the 18th, even said, like, why does it matter? Like, of course it matters. I sent you all of this information last year. Like, it's the same law firm, you know, what the hell? So, yeah, it's a little out of order. October 25th. This one was for pneumonia. They had me go in, said I had like a lung problem, had me go home, and something popped in my lungs, and I ended up in the ER at, I think, St. Vincent. And then they said I had costochondritis. This is in October of 2018, you know, a year before COVID um kicked in. Costochondritis, the 23rd of October. So I guess, yeah, the order of things is a little bit strange. And then so the 22nd I got disconnected. Well, I'm still recording, but that's messed up. I am also streaming this because it is the only chance I have in case something happens to me. And I am desperately scared that something will happen because, like, why would you let me. Hold on. Reconnecting. Reconnecting. So, yeah, why am I streaming this while someone's messing with my internet? Because that should be in the thousands. Why is it 199? That's a sick joke. Um, this is messed up. And it's like all over the place. I can test it on my phone if it's. So I'm streaming this because it's the only chance I have to, like, this is my face. My name is Laura Linda Gamari. I'm going to be 36 next month. You can't pretend I'm somebody else. Um, and I just want to have a clue somewhere. Because I'm scared they're going to try to pull some shit. And so you're just like ruining my chances of survival. Sounds okay. 26 minutes long. Um, well, weird. Shouldn't it matter if the kilobips are so low? That makes no sense. So anyway, to continue, so it started out with chronic bronchitis or bronchitis again. Then on the 20, then you get the, oh god, I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to start over again because I really need to. I want to finish this by like 7 p.m. My binaural beats keep me sane. Yeah, smile, you're on camera. In case anybody is watching me that shouldn't be. Open with photos. Yeah, to me, this was a way to try to save all of the everything just in a video. Yeah, if I am talking too slowly, you could just speed up the video. So yeah, the 22nd it was bronchitis. On the 23rd, I ended up in the ER and saying that I needed chest x-rays. They said it could be a broken rib or cartilage pulled away from um like yeah, I think someone did some like whatever put is pumping stuff into my apartment and it hurt me is my best guess. Um based on what they've been doing now since 2020. And then on the 25th they did pneumonia again. So yeah, the point being that I had uh, a lot of reasons for a long time to at least be worried about whatever COVID was and that it would kill me. That I would be more vulnerable to it. And the idea that like people that felt super healthy, never were hospitalized, never had antibiotics, and they kept living their life and that they would be understanding of people that could not. Like I have scrubbed toilets, I have stood at cash registers, I am a licensed bud tender and a medical patient. I'm as legit as it gets, and I worked my whole life. I've been scrubbing toilets like at a professional level, taught to clean the same way that I do as an adult since 5th grade. Um, I don't think that should have happened, but that's a whole other story. I have a right to the full story of my entire life, and it should be taken into account that way. Or you're really gonna miss something important. Um, yeah, to me, it's about the future, getting to know the truth, if nothing else. everybody alive today is stuck in some kind of cult. Maybe the future will be free. Because I refuse to be hazed, bullied, initiated, fuck cults. And it seems like everything was like trying to force you to do stuff you would not do. And no, I refuse. Um, so yeah, to start over 30 minutes in, I had every good reason to stay inside, and then while medically isolated, I feel attacked for 5 years with 1,000 things that have gone wrong. This is my motion to be dismissed with prejudice. I could read it out loud. And I mean, should I show off how many emails I have ever sent asking for help? I mean, you could say someone's messing with my internet and they never got my email. And I almost want that to be true because it feels a lot better than like they decided to ignore you, or worse, they're all dead. All the people you've ever asked for help are dead. And that's why none of this makes sense. Yes, somebody wants to make a story out of Portland that it got, right, that New York Times article, you know, oh, this is what happens when socialists are in charge, is the name of the article. And it's like, if like the most progressive people were really running everything, I don't think I'd be getting killed in my apartment. That just doesn't go together. So saying that it's really progressive, but having it fail on purpose, couldn't be more of like COINTELPRO level bullshit. That's wrong. Yeah, as someone wants to cast people as villains in a permanent way. Like, it's just a really fucked up thing to do. What's the easiest way to show this? If I type duress, and then I guess I have to scroll in a bit. Yeah, move this over here for more. Like, you need to be able to see the dates. I mean, all of these use the word duress at least once. Sometimes they're sent to up to 58 people. Reaching out for help back in October. The building, the ACLU, local organizations. Yeah, but the building being both IHI and Polina. And it used to be IPM, then it was Pinehurst, then it was Polina, and that itself is a whole thing I have to talk about. Yeah, reaching out to literally anybody, even like the makers of loop earplugs, because like I don't know what to do. Senators, the food stamps office, they've been helpful to me. Even Comcast, like just anybody helped pretty much. I got this really crappy email back. I think it's been deleted by now because I put it in spam. It was something called Trump Your Mom. I have a photo of it on my phone. And it's just like a mean, like, no one reads your long emails. Yeah, here, and I can pull it up really fast too. That's cool. Right, they called me a retard, as did my neighbor, which is part of the evidence that I have to play that's 10 minutes long. It's like the only time I've ever been called that in my life. And I've even taken it into to the point of a meme I made. Yeah, again, I just don't want someone to fake me. Um, is a major cause for concern. Yeah, that seems like I can't. I don't have time to get into that. Um, yeah, stick with the harassment I faced directly in the building. But well, this is part of that. Um, yeah, a tardigrade is this little creature that's like invincible. So it makes me feel better. Um, as a water bear. Uh, here, that's good enough, I guess. No, I want the email they sent too. Right? I have to save it to make it bigger. It's from some website or email address called Trump Your Mom. Hate mail. Yeah, that's okay. The Proton Mail said they needed to do something special to. Okay, and there's this. Well, so yeah, and the agreement that I was forced to sign under duress last year said that the building was also supposed to investigate harassment, and they never did. It's like they're letting them do it. It's so I mean they violated their own side of the agreement anyway. Like, um, that's why I'm asking to be it for it to be dis. I have nowhere to go, and you can't turn my home into anything and to anything. It's like you can't do that. Open with well, I'm and now I got disconnected again. Well, again, yeah, the recording is what I'm gonna upload to the court. So, but that is frustrating. Just keep going. The Trump your mom bullshit. Yeah, I am a liberal. I am a Democrat. I'm or even an independent, whatever. I'm a leftist. I would have wanted Bernie Sanders to win. But like you can't be prejudiced against me. I wouldn't kick you out of your house because you like Trump. I would be confused as to why you are this person, but I would not like hurt you for whatever you are. Yeah, Christian, Trump, things that I am not, things that have hurt me during my life, I'm not going to hurt you back. Um I don't have prejudice period. And I'm like really I like that about myself. It's my internet is blinking. Well, that means that I'm going to have trouble getting like I need to play my video of evidence. I think it's also saved on my computer, but that's like really terrifying and fucked up. Like they're ripping my voice out by fucking with my internet. And then ripping my voice out, fucking with my apartment, literally. I don't know what you would think to get out of it other than like more proof of like terrifying me, which is wasting my time, frankly. Like, I have other shit to do than be terrorized. Yeah, especially when it's just gonna amount to like, oh, we're gonna pretend to help you, but we were the same people hurting you anyway. It's weird because it's blinking, but it doesn't seem to have shut off. So that makes no sense either. They just wanted to cut my stream off and interrupt me. Um, yeah, it says, hey, nobody reads your giant wall of text nonsense, dumbass, resource waster of a human, right? Like, go fuck yourself 1,000 times, terrorist, um, whoever the fuck you are, um, or pretend to be. shut my sound off again. Yeah, it's blinking at me from the corner, and I'm trying to now rush through the rest of my thing. It's messing up what I'm doing. I did open this email before it cut off, so I can show plenty of things. Like, yeah, this, like, the link I got to even upload anything, I got it on the 12th at 3:13 p.m. That was Wednesday. And I had sent an email. Where is it? Here. Um, Asking, like, I thought is there something else I needed to do? Is there, like, um, yeah, they're saying they needed copies of stuff, and they just gave me this link. And I was asking, like, I thought there was, I was approved to appear remotely. That's gonna get fucked up if they keep fucking with my internet. Um, but they should have sent me this link that they sent on the 12th. They should have sent it to me at least by the 3rd. They sent me the WebEx link. Yeah, and it's from the ADA coordinator. Like, they also are well aware that I have PTSD, and that's part of my evidence also. I am trying really hard now to just press forward, and I'm freaking out that my internet's been shut off again. I don't want to do this video twice. It's like I've been doing it over and over again for 5 years in a sense. And then they're like giving me evidence as I go. Like, this kind of stuff. It is like you gave me evidence. I mean, yeah, this makes no sense to me that you would have held me in my room for 5 years and then fucked with me so openly, unless you had been really sure that, like, it wouldn't have mattered, or you thought so. Like, it's so blatant, putting the breadcrumbs, and then I guess the breadcrumbs run out. Hold on. It's frustrating when stuff doesn't just show you what it wants. Oh my god. To close everything again. Open this again. Open this again. Open with um yeah, we just wanted to make you fight for your right to party. No, you used me like a passion play victim, and, like, making me die for your sins or something. Get away from me. I'm a humanist. I've been a humanist my whole life. That's another point to make, is that Portland has these protections specifically for non-believers. If I'm supposed to, like, write an essay about why I get to live here, it's practically a part of the asylum city is that it's also for atheists. There's only this in Madison, Wisconsin. Why the fuck would I move to anywhere else? I've been here since 2012. Like, someone just did not let me actually live here. I don't think I've even interacted with the city of Portland. I've been stuck surrounded by some cult that I didn't realize was a thing. Like, is my best approximation. And I'm getting really scared because the internet is not coming back on. Um, yeah, this Reese's thing is important because I went to Milton Hershey School. So that even feels like some direct kind of, like, joke to somebody. Why would they have even um I just tried to start my router again. This is fucking wrong. Um, and the idea, like, look, we wanted to silence you somehow. Whatever, like, that was the point of this whole exercise. You can't use me as practice. You're not supposed to be silencing me. You're not supposed to be making me look like a dismissible person somehow. Get out of my room, you know, like, that makes me feel like they watch me in the bathroom, they bang on my wall, they've been doing all this like fucked up shit for 5 years. Yeah, this is a terrorist attack, and I have nowhere else to live. Like, you need to stop. And I can show all the things in the world, like, um, putting it together with, you know, I now I'm doing too much at once. The statement I read to the court last year, this NDA from 2016. I worked as a day porter at this office building. They wanted me to sign that they were going to give me $1,040, which was odd. It also, to me, says, oh, they fucked up because they were trying to like silence me with money. And they wanted me to sign this thing that would have included past and present representatives, officers, directors, trustees, partners, shareholders, affiliates, past, present, future leasees and attorneys, and I mean it's like the whole city fucking rented out of that building. Cause it includes Boley, the fire department, the disability office, even like people that work for my building. It included IPM, the original property manager. It was IPM, and then Pinehurst. I worked at a building across the way, downtown, as a desk monitor for Cascade Management. And then Pinehurst was taking over, and they didn't hire me along with everybody else. I was let go, which led into the last job I ever had that's still a conflict of interest with the neighbor that called me a retard. They just happened to be working there too, but I'm not saying they put the mold on the ceiling, which led to the end of my job, but like, it seems like too much of a coincidence that they're being a jerk to me, and that was all like connected. I didn't go there knowing they worked at that place. It was a surprise. Um, no, I feel like there was a tension where like I just didn't like them like that. And that does feel like an underlying issue here. Like, I was never into this person. We hung out like 5 times. Um, they spilled beer on my floor and stuff. It's just really negative, and just happens to be like they worked at the same place where this shit went down just before the pandemic started. If I had not lost my job, how that could have changed the course of everything. Because by February of 2020, I didn't have a job and was filing for unemployment. And then all the shutdown stuff kicks in, and you got me stuck in my apartment, and then you have this thing happen next door that like ripped out my fucking ear canals. It was so loud for fucking hours. It's the worst of all the situations. It's like directly it was painful. It felt like you stuck popsicle sticks in my ears and pulled out. And then they had motorcycles and buses and shit going in circles around the block, which continued after the protests ended with the motorcycles, garbage trucks that were deliberately smashing glass, which is not part of the pickup on this street. Like they wanted to play out Crystal Knocked or something. Fucking, it's disgusting. And I have no way to defend myself. It's every day something for 5 fucking years. The internet is still not coming back on. How am I gonna upload it? I know it said you have up to like 230 gigabytes or something. This will be well below that number, but I mean, this might be a good point. Yeah, now someone's banging from upstairs. They just don't want you to live here. They had people yelling outside, "Get out, go home." The part of the evidence is my neighbor saying, "Get out." And what, they just took 5 years to try to kill you, and every year they're just gonna try to make you leave. You don't get to do this shit to people. And what the fuck? I'm supposed to also act as some kind of like ultimate vessel to like tell you that you can't do this to people is psycho. Um, yeah, this just happened. They've been fucking with me extra hard all weekend. This is them banging on the wall just like yesterday. Open with media player. And then do it true to here.
I hope you break your wrist! Stop killing me, you fucking liar! I hope you break your wrist! Break your fucking wrist!
Yelling is the only kind of self-defense I have. I can't hit the wall back. It's gonna fuck my stuff up. There's nothing I can do. It's like deliberately, like, that's the joke or something. They're trying to provoke you into doing things you wouldn't do. Yeah, I do think there's some kind of military-minded shit here where, like, people were paid and trained to kill, and they're mad you wouldn't kill and you're anti-war. So they're trying to put you in the same, like, mental position. Like, get away from me. Yeah, making a liberal suck a Nazi dick or something, or clit or whatever, disgusting. Yeah, I'm not trying to just be gross. I feel violated. So they were banging, and this is not usually where they bang from. Usually it's like back closer towards the kitchen that they would bang on the wall or bang from the ceiling above. It is weird. They like went right by the window. Like they were finding like a sweet spot to do it. And then I'm over here as far away as possible from the fucking wall. I couldn't be farther away from them. And I have had to essentially stay on that side of the room the whole time. If the internet doesn't work, then I can't pull up that picture from Facebook again with the windows. But so, and yeah, it all seems intertwined because they'll use police sirens, they'll use at least it like I've seen the fire truck #1 buzz the building, and I've seen a cop with my own eyes play NWA's "Fuck the Police" from their car. But if somebody's also just like they have a speaker and they're doing it to keep you like, because I mean, how dare you if they got new cops that aren't being corrupt and you'll never call for help again, you know, like. I unplugged my router, plugged it back in. This is really fucking wrong. And terrifying. Well, I don't, what am I supposed to do if I can't even upload the fucking video? Yeah, just more proof that I'm being fucked with. I didn't need more proof. Like, I have so much proof of just like people fucking killing me. Here, my PTSD letter. I should play the evidence video now, I think. And the therapist also read this out loud. To like even more I was diagnosed with PTSD in college, put on Effexor XR, and then you had to keep the timelines together. College, put on Effexor XR, and then moved to Portland, and I am a medical patient and a licensed bud tender. I am as legitimate as you could get. the idea somebody wanted to ruin medical cannabis for their own uh agenda or something is disgusting to me. How dare you? Um this is them reading out the medical letter.
Okay. Referencing Laura Gamari, date of birth 12/25/1989. To whom it may concern, Laura is my client and under my care and is diagnosed with chronic PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, F43.12. The client's PTSD currently impacts their functioning in all aspects of their life, including activities of daily living. Laura qualifies for accommodations under the Americans with Disabilities Act and is currently unable to work or do activities that require her to leave the house. Laura is concerned that their well-being, which is already compromised, would be severely impacted by eviction. I share this concern with Laura and feel that evicting her without comprehensive resources could place her in a crisis situation. Please feel free to contact me with any questions. Sincerely, Lauren Pritz, LMFT, number T, 1891.
Uh it's it's not coming back on. This is wrong. Yeah, I'm really scared. Um and like that's all they wanted. They just wanted you to be scared and like maybe oh, if you're scared for long enough you end up with cancer or something because that's the level of like chronic fear they've got you sitting in. Yeah, what are you supposed to do about it? Like you stop being a terrorist. Like the feeling like I actually did this it already. I would rather play that video where I added see and yeah again this is an archive of all my streams back to March of 2025. um Hundreds and hundreds of hours. That thing I showed you with the it's also in the evidence here that I sent for that motion. Yeah, the fact that the building is supposed to keep you housed, they get paid $50,000 a year to do that. It's been the standard since I moved in. All of this stuff left at my door on purpose. There's cameras in the hallway. There's no excuse. They just don't know who's doing whatever. This, where it should be all filled in, this is also proof of that. All of these are just the recordings, just like this, of my streams. Yeah, I might as well click stop streaming. It's not doing shit. Not connected anyway. So well, I just went through this. It was labeled better on the internet. Yeah. This one maybe. Start recording. Fun. Start fucking streaming. 2:06 p.m. 14th of November 2025. I just did a 24-hour long thing and mysteriously got disconnected for no fucking reason. Like they wanted to clip you out of context. Fuck. And here evident that my room, like the cement wall is crumbling. Like, yeah, they're gonna put me in another location that they've already designed to do worse shit to me is not appealing. Or to pretend I was never here in the first place. That the room was built to, like, you weren't supposed to be in here this long. You know, fuck all of that. You can't do this shit to people. I am human evidence. Fucking with me is tampering with evidence. That things can come in by. They thought they were funny. Oh. So that's not like draining my resources or something. It's a Medea. I'm just saying this to be helpful. This because people died during the fucking heat waves. Mine only has one exhaust thing. This has two. But it is like a new kind of thing that I've never seen them before. Yeah. The way my room is shaped like a plug. So no matter which way the fan spins, it pushes the air like... What's this? Like that, this like little hallway thing that's my kitchen, if you want to call it a hallway, and the thing that's my bathroom. So the air just gets like pushed away from the box that is the studio. Been not for years. I took the best I could get. Like I'm not trying to give up my home. I have no other home. I have so much evidence of fuckery that I can't put it everywhere at once. Yeah, I'm so glad everybody knew exactly where I lived. Great. This is important. There are cameras in the hallways. There's again no rhyme or reason why someone could have fucked with me, especially for so long and so many times, and you just didn't know. It's like they want to make you beg them to help you. That's a power scam. This is the wall when I first moved in. There is a giant crack, like all over here. Now, you know, that's like, and like this is like coming apart the seam. You weaponized level of sound. It is not, hold on. It is not music. It is a deliberate isolation of bass and then like throwing it at your apartment and running over your fucking brainwaves, sometimes for hours on end. I must have also done structural damage to the building. That's how fucking, like, things have fallen off shelves because they got vibrated until they fell over. That's, and like hitting me with it as if they are practicing military techniques. If they ever do another COVID shutdown, I'm scared they're gonna do this shit to people if they haven't already. Can't shut the bathroom door. Like, it's almost like they built the thing on purpose, so like it wasn't supposed to last. That's why they really want you to fucking leave. The building itself has been here since 18 something, 19, early 19 something.
I've got a fucking
there's like a crack between like here and here in the ceiling. It's just like open. I've outside. When I first moved in, they put the and that things can come and doing stuff to, and like pretending to fix it. Nobody cares what you're. Yeah, they'll care later. You don't fucking care because you're in on it. I'm pressed for time, and I just want to find the photos I took of the structural differences. Yeah, this is from the workplace I had that went to shit. That's, yeah, part of this equation. If COVID wasn't a problem and people terrorizing me wasn't a problem, someone's been fucking with me every job I've gone and had. Like, as if they wanted me to have a bad experience that they intercepted when I ended up going to a new job or something. Like, I don't know, something's up. People have to be honest. Like, when I start working somewhere, does someone show up at your place and like threaten you or something? Does something bad? Because I mean, nothing makes sense. I'm like a really nice person. I care about my job no matter what it is. I've got, I'm a nerd. I don't mind. Like, and then someone comes around and just like fucks everything up all the time. The crack in the wall. I'm so sick of trying to make it stop opening VLC player for stuff. I'm sorry. Open with photos all the time. Why won't you just do it every time? Like it's like coming apart. I can't close the bathroom door all the way. And from above they had something up here that like made it sound like there was a phone inside the wall during 2020. As if they were hoping I would, break the wall open and then of course be like fucked because you ruined your apartment. Like, I'm like, no, stop doing this to me. This is fucked up. Open with I don't have some other mental health issue. The idea that they were trying to make it seem like you did. That's the bathroom. Yeah, it's like this is some weird shit going on. Someone is slamming a door outside. My internet's back up, but not connected to what I want it to be. What the fuck, dude? No, what, do all of this video again? No, because now you also captured them fucking with you like that. And that is completely like, I paid the internet a month in advance even. Like, I'm terrified of not having internet. When I got the chance, I paid the internet bill. Like, my life is online, my archives are online, my evidence is online, my protest is online, half my brain is online. Like, you can't just fucking. This is a human rights issue. Yeah, now I was looking for the better version of but I'll just do it organically. As I go, I have to add it's on a different thing. I have to add a couple remarks as we go. The audio goes in and out. I'm going to switch it back to desktop audio so it's like directly from the video without enhancements. Yeah, it's over an hour long. I mean, of course, yeah, it fucked me up, and I'm not trying to make, like, I'm so sick of feeling coached in my own apartment. What do you mean it won't play back? Everything's connected. Yeah, I really feel like they're just trying to blame this on something convenient that I don't even know about. Like, you know, we're just gonna like act like this was Comcast's fault because we thought we'd get money out of that. And like that's no, I want the whole actual truth. I have no interest in some kind of like we're gonna pretend anything. I don't want anything pretended. I want the real shit. I want the real thing. Yeah, before we all die. Terrorists! I have. And you're the cops, bitch! I have sent this as like to the lawyers and stuff. I've sent it to the building multiple times. The only thing I haven't uploaded it with that link yet because I'm trying to make this one cohesive video. Yet they wanted me to rename, like go through everything and rename it and put it into a certain file format just to even upload it. That's where this idea to make a video. I'll just make a video that will all be an mp4 and it's just gonna be like defense 1, I guess. I don't remember even getting this link last year, by the way. And it did seem like I just need to do it before 1:30 tomorrow, according to this. So I'm doing my best. It may run into 2 hours, but you know, if I was gonna upload every document and every video, I mean, it probably would have taken you 2 hours to read everything too. So I don't know how much, like, submitting this motion and everything I added to that alone, I feel like should be enough to at least draw into question what the fuck is going on here. This is my third attempt to, you know, that was accepted by the court after trying over and over again, not knowing why it was getting rejected. I guess I needed to put my name at the top of the paper, really. And then it added this anyway, like as part of. Okay. Well, when I am under duress and extremely stressed out, I can't even like function and have been made disabled and like I needed to make it pretty is like really frustrating. Anyway, this video, I was leaving my apartment. She has her door open, which she herself told me once was like a fire hazard or something. This is their idea of a sick joke. I don't know. They just want to be able to scare people because they're scared of them, I guess. That's fucked up. And and she has been harassing me. Ever since the shutdowns. There was no like negativity between us. It almost seemed like they weren't even living in their apartment. There's some weird shit with the guy upstairs, but it was still like 3 incidents. Not even, it was 2 before 2020. The last one was in 2021. You know, I get over things and I live my life. I have no hate for people. You know, it's like they hated me, so they wanted me to hate them back. Or something. It's just awful. And well, I definitely do not trust you and you have no right to fuck with me. Like, so okay, yeah, I'll just let it play.
Call comes on yourself and your corrupt ass. Corrupt. She should rot in hell. She knows it herself. Stop trying to steal my life! Fucking mafia bitch! And all your fucking evil friends, you can all fucking rot. You're full.
Sorry, I need to say I am under duress. I do not know, like, whatever's flying out of my mouth, I'm terrified of her and what she's trying to fucking do. The way she blocked my path up the stairs. Like, she was trying to provoke me. And then at some point I say, like, this is God looking at you, and I'm, like, pointing my camera at her. It wasn't working. You know, I'm a humanist. I've been a humanist my whole life. They're the ones that put some kind of, like, Jesus thing in their window when we first moved in. It was not what I like, but I didn't hate her for it. I can't tell you how, like, contrived everything feels. And it's, like, a lifelong issue. Why won't you just leave me alone? And then her response is, like, she knows God better than I ever will, which just blows my mind from every perspective. So, like, you know, I'm just saying shit because I'm scared of her. Like,
oh shit, stop fucking with me. I don't even know you. I don't know you. I do not know you. Get away from me. Get away from me. You will get away from me. I do not know you. I have no reason to talk to you. Stealing my life, stealing my mail, fucking with my life, fucking with my family. Who the fuck do you think you are? Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I'm not having a confrontation with you. You will step aside and let me pass.
You touch me with that.
I will not touch you. I have you recorded. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. Get away from me. I have done nothing to you and you know what you're doing. Get away from me.
Quit banging on
Get
our
away.
wall.
You're doing that. Get away from me.
No, you are.
Get away from me. You're killing me and you know it. Your friends and your family. Get away from me. Go upstairs. Go upstairs, Nazi.
You're a nutty bitch.
Fascist.
I don't care.
Go.
what you record.
Go. Get away from me.
To make it easier
Get
for all of us.
away from me.
When you got your lights
Get
on,
away from me.
you're nuts, crazy.
I can't breathe. Get away from
Everybody
me.
hates you.
I can't breathe.
Somebody made
Get away from me. You have no right to talk to me.
Son,
You have no right to talk to me. I don't
I
know
have
you.
a right to talk to anyone.
I don't know who you are. Get away from me.
Don't tell me I don't.
I don't know you. You are a stranger. Get away.
Are you sick?
You're a stranger.
Of you?
You're a stranger. Get away from me. You're ruining my life and you know it. I don't know what you're up to. I'll never guess. Get away from me.
You want to be locked
Get
in?
away from
You
me.
want to be locked in?
I can't breathe.
Keep it up.
I can't breathe, you evil person.
Quit spraying that shit.
I need it. I'm not vaccinated, you evil bitch. Get away from me.
Quit spraying it.
Get away from me.
Go get your little hole.
Get away from me.
Go get your hole.
I want God to know you. God knows you. Look at God knows
I
you.
know God, dear.
Get away from me.
I know God more than
harassing me. Well, you wanted to steal my life? Good luck with it. Good luck with it. I hope you're miserable for the rest of your days. You know what? Just as miserable as you made my whole life. For nothing. Why? Why? You and your fucking friends. Oh yeah? How many times did the fire alarm go off and you didn't care? Huh?
Which is also very funny.
The answer now is 50 times in 2025. At that point, it was 40. I don't want to keep interrupting the video, but the way, I mean, it's like, what, did you give me evidence on purpose? Because this is coming from their room. Just yesterday.
Stop killing me, you fucking liar! I hope you break your wrist! Break your fucking wrist!
So I shut my microphone off. So yeah, this was just yesterday, the 16th of November. I don't need more evidence. Like, what the fuck? That is them banging on my wall. As if, like, last chance to try to make me look like a lunatic if I was gonna get so upset and bang back or something. You can't do this shit to people. And yeah, sorry for, like, the sudden, like, screaming. The volume's probably all over the place. I won't be able to know till I review this video myself. Like, but again, I'm doing my best. And I never deserve to be treated like this. You want to say nobody does, and then creates like this argument about every bad thing you've ever heard in your life and what people deserve. Like you were supposed to tell them how to persecute or prosecute people or something. What the fuck? No, I can tell you for myself, my life, for sure, I did not deserve to be hurt. And no one should be walking around scared they're going to get murdered by anybody. The cops, their neighbors, the military, what the fuck ever. Or some random person. And yeah, it's to me, it's a power scam at this point. Scare the shit out of people, shock doctor in them, then they end up doing what you wanted because they don't know what else to do. And I am trying so hard not to get, like, fucked with more than I have been. This has ripped out, like, my fucking internal mechanism. My body is deteriorating. My body fucking hurts in ways it did not hurt before. I can't go do the jobs I did before 2020. So, like, they killed me in, like, 7 different fucking ways. I can't sing. I can't get outside. Even if I use Suno and have all this evidence in song form, I can't get my fucking voice out. Because they're doing weird shit like blocking my internet. Again, I should not be displaced as an effort to fix this problem. It's like erasing evidence. Yeah, again, that's why I am asking for this situation to be dismissed with prejudice. And then I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just figure out how to live. But they can't threaten to fucking kill me by evicting me anymore. Especially when it's the job of the fucking building to keep you housed. This is not regular fucking housing even. Maybe that's what somebody wanted to fuck up. Because this should have been like the best possible situation for anybody to find themselves in, especially during a goddamn pandemic when they have nothing. What else? Another note about the evidence video, it crossed my mind, but I just forgot. I am trying really hard to be as brief as possible, and I'm gonna definitely miss stuff I could have said. There's too much shit. It's 5 years worth of shit. And yet the building is well aware, and she has, like, attacked, this is her at my door. She has attacked my door, like, put a feather in my keyhole. I thought someone was breaking into my apartment. The next video is of her from this year. I was opened my door, was down, like, low to get my groceries, and she was just there and, like, rushed at me. And then said, "Are you scared?" And she said something that doesn't pick up well on the video about, like, I don't have the cops to call for help. Like, it's... I mean, you can hear her say, "Get out." How much more evidence do I need? These people have been terrorizing me 5 fucking years, trying to make me leave my own home. I have no other home. I'm not gonna make one up for you. There's absolutely no reason to throw somebody out into the fucking street. Making you dependent on somebody else and put in some other worse situation. It's like human trafficking at that point. I refuse. I do not consent. Get the fuck away from me.
How the fuck do I move to the CCP? Alright.
Of my medication
Let's get back to the hogs who are upset about voting for Donald Trump. They voted for Trump.
God fucking stop it, Dale!
This is from this year.
Stop it! I don't know you. Get away from me. Get away from me right now. And you're on camera. I don't Get away from me. Fucking thing down. Get away from me! Terrorist! I have reported you to everyone I possibly can! Get away from my fucking room!
Again, pulling this bullshit, I can prove you can't hear anything. I've lived here since 2015. I know for a fact you can't hear shit between the wall unless you were deliberately, like, you put some kind of camera mechanism into my unit. You can't hear shit. And then this proves it, too, that, like, if you're in the hallway, you can't hear anything. Because I have this binaural beats thing at my door. When I come back into the unit, you hear it turn, like, it's not that it turned on, it's me coming into the unit and closing the door.
Oh yeah? How many times did the fire alarm go off you didn't scare? Huh? I have nothing.
CCP, which is also very funny. How the
So, I mean, that's as best the proof I could give. Like, you can't hear shit. Even that thing that's, like, right at the door. Until you come into the unit. You have to have been stalking me somehow. And, like, I know it's not the computer because I didn't have this shit till after 2022. I have an indoor security camera that's not really helping me out as much as I thought it would. And the computer, I can leave the recording all night as a security camera or stream as a security camera. In fact, I'm going to start streaming again because I think it's a security measure. Right, 7:33 p.m., 17th of November, 2025, in the middle of trying to do my evidence video. It's now an hour and a half long. Yeah, just in case something happens to me and it's a mysterious It shouldn't be mysterious. Nothing should happen to me. Yeah, hopefully making so much evidence would make it harder for them to do something to you, not more of a reason to. So, yeah, just documenting again neighbor harassment, and you know, there's 3 different neighbors in this video fucking with me directly in a way that I got recorded. I'm trying to show how you can't hear anything. Like she says, turn the TV down. I know you can't hear anything between the wall unless you like violated my privacy somehow. I know you can't hear anything outside unless you're like sitting on my windowsill or like standing there with a ladder or something. Yeah, put a camera or microphone from above or to the side, like in some violating way. I had turned something on as loud as I could and went outside. You couldn't hear shit. So yeah, you have to be stalking me somehow to hear anything. Yeah, I feel they're desperately trying to make me look like an asshole. I am not. They are the ones instigating, provoking, doing this shit. Yeah, what else can I say? Yeah, just showing again the sound barrier thing in my room itself.
Fucking friends. Oh yeah, how many times did the fire alarm go off? You didn't care, huh?
CCP, which is also very funny. How the fuck do I move to the CCP?
I have been alone and isolated for 5 years. I watch somebody stream every day as a way to get the news and be kept awake. Maintain some connection to the outside world. But I'm totally alone. Well, first, it sounds like someone's in my apartment. No, I've been alone for 5 years.
Alright.
Of my medication
Let's get back to the hogs who are upset about voting for Donald Trump. They voted for Trump.
God fucking stop it, Gail! Stop it! I don't know you! Get away from me! Get away from me right now! And you're on camera! I don't Get away from me! Fucking thing down and I'll... Get away from me! Terrorist! I have reported you to everyone I possibly can! Get away from my fucking room!
Microphone. Yeah, this is getting too long. Should just let it play. I have to set up the next part of the issue though. So the next person's videos that come up are a neighbor that you have to type in cyclone. The neighbor that lived upstairs. We hung out once when I first moved in for like 8 hours. I was uncomfortable. You know, it should have just been like a, you know, whatever thing. They went out of their way. We ended up having this one conversation after the hangout situation. This was also sent to management. God, I have to keep like, need to remember to keep showing you this stuff. Because, so this is in 2016. In 2018, they flooded my apartment, I was explaining. And that's when I felt like this was really relevant and sent it to management. They put a letter on my door that said that we shouldn't be talking to each other. January 23rd of 2018. I asked them to clarify. They did not write me back. IPM. They just put that notice on my door. And then I sent it to the current management last year. They didn't respond either. Oh, don't even get me started with what will... I'm trying to overlook things that are like, are they fucking around with people's names and making jokes? Like, maybe they are, but like, I need to just relay hard facts. But I noticed that, yeah. Anyway, so and I did already explain that and showed the pictures of like it came in through the fire alarm and the light and stuff. When they flooded my apartment in 2018. They said that they had been doing laundry in their tub or something. I was trying to even be like accommodating to the situation, but like then COVID happens and you're in the you're supposed to get stuck in your room. It felt like they knew it would happen and it was a death trap. One of many things that feel like people knew that this was going to happen, which I don't know if I should get into or not, but yeah, it's there. I have reasons to think people knew this was going to happen, and if they knew it was going to happen, it was planned. Like, it's a simple math equation there. Oh, good, this is still up. Yeah, there's cameras in the hallways. I should not have to live in fear of anything. Like, but water coming in through the fire alarm, the light, the fan, like electrical things. And then the maintenance staff kept telling me over and over, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. So, and then what else is important about this? Him saying that he met Robin Williams, because I used to live at milepost 5 on 82nd. When I first moved here, that's the first place I lived from 2012 until the end of 2014. And then they did this non-renewal of lease without cause, which apparently you can't do now, which is good. That's fucked up. I probably would have still been living there if they hadn't done that. And when I was living here, the day Robin Williams died, I got a wellness check at my door. Yeah, a lot of things happening at once. I don't know him. Okay, I mean, do I have to say that? Like, it seems really ridiculous. Yeah, I feel the sense of like gold diggers dig a grave. Like, somebody's trying to like make something seem some way it's not. Probably because they thought they would get something out of it. I don't know Robin Williams. Period. And that should be all I have to say. Like, well, it's like deliberately trying to connect these things or something to have done this. This guy said he was a retired cop from New York City. Yeah, it was, oh, I got disconnected again. Oh my god, what a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, this shit, I want to play with you all day. I don't want them to like everything about me. I want to be left alone. Okay, reconnected. So I was just saying they said they were a retired cop from New York City. Um, I was born in Massachusetts, went to Milton Hershey School from the age of 10 to 18. Was, well, frankly, a star student of a 3.8 GPA, visionary award, distinguished honor roll, fucking effort and conduct bitch. Like, Hermione Granger type bitch. Like, if you have people fuck with me, could they be at least as smart as I am? Because this is ridiculous. And then went to college in upstate New York and moved here like the day I turned in my final capstone project senior year. Is like I moved here. And I've been here ever since, and it's longer than I have lived anywhere else my whole life. And here, if you can want to visualize all the years I should have left, that anybody should have left. And I have been trapped in my fucking apartment my entire 30s so far. I'm going to be 36 next month. I feel absolutely terrorized and like forced into some fucked up thing that you're not supposed to do to people. Don't fuck with orphans, Brief and spectacular take. Orphans, social orphans, any like they're vulnerable kids, and then you just wait for them to be 30 and acted like that made it okay or something. No. So yeah, and then the feeling like someone's trying to make me write an essay about why I get to live here. I can bring up that protections for non-believers thing again. if like, I mean, I'm a human being. I've been here longer than anywhere. I should have had all the friends and all the fun and the best fucking coolest life ever. It shouldn't have turned into like a recycling center for humans and some fascist like takeover shit. What else do I need to push on about this? Him saying he had to go to Reed to find one of me, like creepy things to say. And me telling him to see me as a boy because it felt like if I had been a boy, he'd treat me different. But I am a ally to all communities, trans, gay, whatever. But well, it feels like an important and connected conversation. I'm not sure I have to get into it now, but like, I feel the need, like, what made you judge me either way as anything? Like, I do feel cisgendered. I'm not a TERF, but like, what about either gender or whatever is supposed to be a characteristic? And I was a women and gender studies minor in college too, so I feel like from an academic perspective, I know what I'm talking about. It doesn't make you smart or strong or brave or cool or mean or evil or like either way, like you're just a person. What being a boy or a girl, male or female, has no defining characteristic like of your personality. And like that's who you are. So this book made that point too that we read in college. There's more of a difference among genders than between them. A smart girl, a smart guy, a brave girl, a brave guy, a strong girl, a strong guy, an asshole girl, an asshole guy. Like, you take people on an individual basis. And I feel like that was a hallmark of a progressive trajectory that we were on. So if that's getting fucked with, it's like this. I mean, yeah, you go back to what the fuck is COVID anyway? People, we're smarter than ever. We're more progressive than ever. And it feels like dragged back through some curriculum of the 20th century because that's what somebody knew how to fuck with. And yeah, I can't get into it, but like the 1918 flu, I love history and making connections, but I didn't remember this. It was not like a looming idea in my head until COVID happened. And then it's like, they're going to do this again. The same way that you kind of forgot this. How many years until they'll do it again. Until all that's left are family, friends, and favorites. And like the world could have at least united somehow by being pissed that whatever this, it's a manipulation of science. Science is real, vaccines, viruses, these are real concepts. But like turning them into a theocratic real estate scam. That's fascist. And now you're supposed to expect 100 people to die a week or something and not bat an eye. Like, they have stopped talking about this so entirely, and you've got, like, last year, 1,000 people died in a week. You just look at those fucking numbers just from July. 400, 500, 191. They're gonna do it again. And once more, that is why I am trapped in here in the first place. And then you're just like making fun of me while I'm getting killed in my apartment. Did I say what I needed to say there? Because like I've been trying so hard. I think this is actually gonna go to the video of people fucking around across the street first, and then it goes to the guy that used to live upstairs, pushing himself into my apartment. There was a girl yelling awful shit outside. He like let her in the building, and then she was screaming into my bathroom. And then they were having to remove her from the building, but they were clearly like fucking with me. I'll just let that play out when it gets to it, I guess. I should have waited a minute, I think, before I... Maybe I should even skip, or does it do it on its own? Yeah, here, pause. More evidence of being terrorized. Yeah, I have to emphasize this is a low-income housing, built for vulnerable people, has services for vulnerable people. I don't know why they can just have a new property management company show up and then it's like no one knows who really owns or runs the buildings. But this side of everything was supposed to help keep you housed. And they even, tout how they saved people from eviction, and they have like services and the emergency assistance fund, which like I specifically asked for help and they said they couldn't help me. Sometimes I've worried that whoever the fuck IHI was is dead, and they've just cycled through like random people that took over an abandoned building, because it felt abandoned like for a long minute there since 2020. Emergency fund. No, that's just like this. Also, yeah, I'm also looking down the barrel of the gun with what they're fucking around with Snap, and I've been starving multiple times. Like, you cannot expect anybody to do shit, and they're fucking starving. Oh, this is definitely not only about me. Um, I don't know how many more I could have. All I can do is send emails. Like, I can't leave my apartment. Yeah, no, you're supposed to just put up with us potentially provoking you everywhere you go. You know, for the rest. No, I do not have to put myself in harm's way on purpose. No, I do not. And no, that doesn't make anybody more brave. Yeah, I quoted their shit themselves about this emergency fund and got a random letter back. They said they might be able to help, but like, I am worried about people. They've got a friend. They will be intercepted. Like, I'm going to represent myself. Because even if I got somebody to help me, the idea they could be intercepted, I can't trust anybody. Like, and I can't really have a private conversation in my room anyway. So what's the point? Like, or knowing for sure that it's private. I can't even masturbate in my room. I have to like be under a tarp. And that's disgusting and wrong to like make somebody live like that. It's a basic human, like on a clinical level, it's just part of your biology. No wonder people are depressed. Like, them lying and saying I was a hoarder last year. Yeah, though that's evidence I sent last year about all of this stuff. I'm having trouble finding that specific email where they said they just couldn't help me. COVID relief funds. They wanted you to just know how someone felt until I died. Like that. Like trying to teach someone how to swim by drowning them. Like, they didn't learn shit. I don't want to waste so much time looking for this one email. Yeah, they've asked for ROIs to get signed that I never had to sign an ROI to get help from the building before. I've lived here since 2015. They tried to act like it was going to take so long to get the HRSN funds last year that I would be screwed. It's as if they think there's like I'm secretly hiding some magical money resource or something. I don't have shit. I don't have shit. Like, what the fuck are you trying to do? I have been poor my whole life. The only way to go to Milton Hershey School is if you are poor. You know, I couldn't be more like I don't have shit. That's where I grew up, by the way. Like, the average person spends 5,000 hours with their family. I must have spent 1,000 hours with my dad, 500 with my half sister, and 200 with my mother. I don't really know them. My dad died in 2022. This is a fuck in my family shouldn't be anywhere near me. It makes no sense. This just says they're gone for the rest of the year. I mean, what other argument can I make? Like, you can't even ask me to pay rent when my home has been turned into anything other than a home. Whatever you want to call it, some kind of theater, concentration camp, death chamber, someone's idea of a therapy thing, but I'd never signed up for it, or like, what the fuck are you doing? Whatever version of events you want to call it, it was anything but just my apartment. It's wrong. I have nowhere else to go. Everything feels like somebody, like, they designed a story and you were supposed to play a certain part, and really they're just mad at you because you didn't play a certain part the way they wanted. Yeah, if you're mad at me, it almost is proof that you have some kind of fucking problem. So, continuing, this will, oh God, I really wanted to finish this under 2 hours.
What are you doing? Get the fuck away from my door. Why? No, dude. Get the fuck out of my apartment.
What is it? What fucking shit?
Get apartment.
Oh my God, what a real floor.
Fucking psychopath, dude. You said it was the cops and I have it recorded. Get the fuck away from me.
They did live directly above me, but I know for a fact they didn't get our rooms mixed up because I had something on my door. They had put a notice, a piece of paper about some COVID shit or something on the door. And yeah, at this point too, they are supposed to communicate with me via email. They can't just put something on the door anymore. They have to email it to me, and they know that. That's been well established, by the way. But at the time, in 2021, they knew that it wasn't their room. There was no way to mix it up.
$7:41 p.m. The fuck?
Those are just the best recordings I could get. They've done this a million fucking times. It is buzzing the building on purpose.
Do you want to say anything else so I can have it properly recorded, or what? Thanks, Ryan. Goodbye forever. Gail, you got anything to say?
I need to interject the video, the call to OSHA, because that's what that, again, like, the guy worked at the same place where this happened. I'm not saying he did it, but like, I can't just overlook that. We never worked together. And I didn't know he worked there before I started working there. And Then I had to call OSHA. I was granted unemployment. That's like how my 2020 started. I lost my job and was on unemployment, and then the world shut down. And then they turned the place into some kind of war zone theater set, and then have been fucking with me ever since, even when the protests ended. I think I want to play the rest of that video, the video of the mayor and the cop, chief of police, walking through the neighborhood that they just put on Instagram the other day, and then probably play the song version of the statement I read to the court last year. And then that would be it. So like 2.5 hours.
Wouldn't they just take like mold scrapings and make sure it's not toxic?
No.
No?
Nope. No, because we don't have anything to compare that with, and there's so many different types. We don't have a permissible level for any type of mold. We don't have, so we don't do that type of testing. There are laboratories that do it if people are curious, but it's not something OSHA does.
Wow, that seems crazy.
Well, I don't know. In Oregon, I mean, look at all the mold that's out there. It's kind of, it is, in a way, it is kind of crazy, but it's also understandable because what are we comparing? Any kind of scraping we do, what are we comparing it to,
Another, like you could take all the people that ever got sick ever, and then how much mold was in those locations, and find a median average, and that could be a good starting place. I don't know.
You should. I think you should go to graduate school immediately and start that project.
Oh, I wish I could. I really wish I could.
Yeah, that sounds like a great environmental public health type project. Okay, that'd be great.
Well, that's really
it would be good to know that. I'm not putting you off. I'm not. Please don't take it wrong. I'm genuine.
It's okay. It's not.
I genuinely think so.
Really?
Yeah.
That's all right. I'm okay. Well, thank you very much for your time.
All right, Laura. Sure, Laura. Take care of yourself now. Bye bye.
Oh, it's beyond surreal. It's orchestrated. In my opinion. It's my take. And it only could be orchestrated if it was planned, and if it was planned, it's a conspiracy, and to me all adds up to genocide, a global genocide. I wouldn't just blame America. I wouldn't just blame any certain. It is a global problem. I did my best to be on what I thought was the right side of history, of humanity, of existence, very sincerely. And if anybody could just turn around and say who is making them do shit, maybe you would get somewhere. Yeah, even if it takes like granting people immunity so they'll be honest. So you don't get trapped in whatever the fuck this planned cycle of cleansing people is. This is sped up. I guess it is weird that they specifically say something about Philadelphia, and then the guy across the street comes out and gives him a piece of paper as if it was like an audition. And that's what I also mean by like setting the place up like a theater. Like,
the police station is like right down the fucking street. Do they do anything? No. This is wrong! This is discrimination! I keep changing the things so it stops this focus on. You're not gonna ask him to stop yelling outside? Fucked up. It's so fucked up.
Necessary wellness checks to my door is also an abuse of services. It couldn't feel more orchestrated. I mean, it's like as if he deliberately went outside when the Google car came around because, like, got him, you know, like, that's the neighbor that called me retarded. Hold on. Yeah, I don't understand an effort to, like, as if they're gonna take over your story. Like, they put themselves in your life as some kind of antagonist so that they could control the narrative or something. Them and the lady next door that is still here, I don't know if they moved out. I don't know if the guy that lived upstairs, I have too many tabs open. The definition of too many tabs open. I don't know if the guy that lived upstairs moved out. Yeah, I used to have people, like, even if it was disconnected and just online, and I have wondered if my stuff has been, like, cloned and I wasn't even talking to people for years. It seems really odd. Oh my god, it says no internet connection again. Okay, they said that he moved out, this guy. Yeah, but there's still somebody that goes upstairs and smashes into my room from above, like, deliberately, like, so hard it feels like they're punching me. So even it, like, they were doing it when he was supposed to have still lived here, and they kept doing it after. Like, I don't know what to add up to that. You got cameras in the hallways. It should be really easy to figure out. Like, yeah, again, I'm making this video so I can just upload everything in one go, because this was how many different things I needed to change. All of, like, it was given to me on the 12th, and then there's a million things I needed to put together and change if I sort by details. Yeah, it is hard for me to keep everything together. You know, I am doing my best. And I'm supposed to be somebody that's, like, relatively intelligent. I couldn't, how someone would ever defend themselves if they, like, just were overwhelmed to death by the situation. It's 5 years worth of evidence. Well, this is not just for me to complain. It's like, this was wrong. For anybody. All of it looks really weird and distorted. That's strange. I wanted to play, that's the end of the evidence video. I wanted to play the Instagram of the mayor coming over here. Yeah, I do feel like they wanted you to see it somehow. I mean, you know, and the idea that gerrymandering is taking apart a voting block, right? So if you came through Portland in 2020 and you beat the living shit out of everybody, and 27,000 people have left since 2020 by many statistics, between 2020 and just 2023. talk about the vacancy rates and all of this other stuff. You displaced a voting block. Yeah, that's the only way that the only people left would fucking think that you should sweep people. Because whoever was here in 2020 wouldn't have wanted that to ever happen. They were progressive. That's how I learned what it was. Like, by paying attention to even just what was said online. The people I ended up hanging out with at Milepost 5, yeah, there was a progressive atmosphere. There was someone that worked for, like, Food Not Bombs that made sure there was food in the kitchen. But, like, it was not really that political. I mean, I didn't really meet people that were, like, as political as it became on the internet through 2020. And then that became, like, the obviousness of, like, what everybody's saying. So if you killed that, you destroyed these people. Who knows where the fuck they are? And that's a kind of gerrymandering. Whoever was here that passed Measure 110, that passed preschool for all, which was also, like, up for, you know, if you don't care about Measure 110, maybe you would have cared for preschool for all. That was also being, like, up for debate if they were gonna stop it. And then they wouldn't have wanted the sweeps. You know, I learned eviction is murder as if, like, Portland itself was a school. Like, it makes no sense that then you come around and you're talking about sweeping people again.
Win and turn Old Town around. We then turn this city around. This is our genesis. Old Town is where we need to put all of our efforts because this is the heart and soul of our city. But we still have a tremendous impact, livability impacts in suffering, right? So does anybody have any ideas of what we should be doing? Street sweeping every night. Mark, you do your thing. Chief, TPM.
Have to interrupt because it does feel pressingly like, of course, if I say no, you're going to do what you did in 2020, which is have someone stationed right under my window saying hate crime shit for months on end. But I know what's right and wrong. That's a manipulation. There was never the kind of fucking problems like you made them into problems. Someone just banged on my fucking room from above, by the way. Not as loud as they could, but... No, this stuff did not happen before 2020. And the way that, like, the place is fucking dead. It seems all that is here is some guy that drives in circles and harasses me all day and night. There's no way you didn't notice.
Tons of good work happening in this neighborhood. People are changing, lives are changing. I wouldn't be here for 18 years if I didn't see change and hope. So do be encouraged. It is worth talking about.
Tim's a good one. Yeah. Jackson's going to put together a task list for us for all to look at. Everything we do must be sustained. So let's be very intentional in when we begin. Any parting shots? Outstanding job. 1 hour. This is Go and See. Thank you, Robert. Thank you, Chief. All of you. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right.
Yeah, good stuff. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Early.
Yeah.
It couldn't feel more deliberately shot, even. Like, what the fuck? They wanted to make you mad. They're trying to transfer power to people that they, like, in their mind, they vetted. So they're playing the bad guy so that you'll, as if, like, we just wanted people we thought anybody would. No one's listening to me, and no one wanted leaders like that anymore. Be an advocate, not a fucking king or something. No one wants a king. And I feel like you're deliberately setting people up because you think that's how to control people or something, and it just it looks really fucking stupid. Yeah, the entire thing through Trump and everything is about like juxtaposing something worse so it makes other things look better that aren't really that good or progressive, and then handing the keys essentially to the next generation that they chose. That's not a democracy. Yeah, I've got all I won't go into it now, but I've got ideas out the wazoo. And you're gonna just say you don't care unless I do what you wanted or say what you wanted. That's bullshit. Reading the statement I made to the court last year that I put also in that my filing for the motion. And yeah, it's not supposed to be silly. I wonder if it will help though that you hear it in a different way, because they sure as fuck didn't care last year. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say tomorrow. Because, I mean, this is 2.5 hours. I got 10 minutes to read this last year, and then they blew me off and said people don't really like signing these agreements. So, I don't know what the fuck to do. This is the best I could do. I want to put this on the side so you can see it at the same time as the song version thing. And then, yeah, I'm debating if, like, cut it off there. You can't talk forever. There is more to say. There's always more to say. But, like, I am trying to stick with, like, a fact, unembellished. This happened, this happened, this happened. Like, I've done my best. And I'm trying to be as fair as possible. Again, if people are being used to hurt me, they need to admit it. They need to tell the truth themselves. You're going to call me a coward, but you're too scared to tell the truth. There's nowhere to go but, like, in some direction of truth. Otherwise, you will be locked in place in this, like, awful fucking mechanism. Nobody should want that. No one wins. Yeah, I have a lot more that I could say. I'm trying to just... I tried. Part 1 and part 2. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like the next 8 minutes of your time. And direct to desktop, I will try to turn the bass down, because I don't really like that either, especially after... Yeah, they hurt me with things that should have been fun. And now it creates a negative response. Motorcycles, certain kinds, like, well, is that kind of music? Because it wasn't music, but you'll hear it in different kinds of songs. And I can't stand it now. Yeah, like, what else? Oh, polluting my room with stuff that was not, as if they were trying to make you not like weed, when I am a cannabis patient and a licensed bud tender, and, like, that's my chosen medicine, but making, like, this moldy weed smell that it's like they hit you in the face. It's so strong. They had to be deliberately, like, pushed it into my room. As if they're trying to do, like, Pavlov's dog conversion therapy stuff. I will never not like my medicine. You're the fucking problem. If someone broke into your house and shoved a wine bottle down your throat, it wouldn't be the wine industry's fault. That guy's a psycho. I mean, same difference. Again, I just feel like somebody's prototype experiment or something. This is fucking wrong and really stupid. I did quit smoking in 2020. Like, if they were trying to get you to quit something, I did quit smoking. I would pick cannabis any day, vaping, eating it, RSO. I would love to get this fucking medical from Portland fucking community college. I mean, it's so local, it's crazy. I mean, so again, it's like $1 billion industry you're just fucking me out of. It's so legit. It's like $2,000. I can't even pay my rent. So I also think there's some weird loophole about putting you in jeopardy if you were taking college classes or something. Because of the low-income housing thing, that should be fixed, because that's wrong. How else are you supposed to ever progress in anyway? Yeah, there's a medical cannabis specialist license. 16 weeks, $2,200. I would love to get that and be even more legitimate than ever. So far from some kind of like weird, they're just trying to make you hate weed. Yeah, there's things called canna moms if I ever was gonna be a mom. If this was all some sick kind of biological clock mom thing, which is fucked up also. These people exist. And again, they're legit. Like, there was room for me in this world. You just kept me away from everything that would have been like my home, really. And Portland should have been everything all at once. So the fact that I did not get that kind of experience here, I think was on purpose. All right, direct to desktop, and oh my god, they've got their fucking bullshit outside. But even if you do get granted a chance to just live here and not be threatened with eviction, they're gonna keep fucking with me, is that it? Well, at least I won't be terrified they're gonna throw me outside. I guess. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Nov 4, 2020, 24, 2:27 p.m. I intend on agreeing, but I have a statement I would like to make. I need to state that I have lived in Portland since 2012, in this apartment since 2015. Since 2020, I have had medical and harassment issues for the past 4 years that were repeatedly communicated but have been largely ignored by management. Both I and the 3 companies so far they've had run the building, Income Property Management, IPM, Pinehurst, who was supposed to hire me as a desk monitor in 2019. But let me go before the day before they took over that workplace from Cascade Management and Polina Inc., which is run by a woman that used to work for Cascade Management. I also had a previous employer, Alpine, who wanted me to sign an NDA when I was terminated from a day porter position in 2016. That would have taken away the ability to sue their leases, which included fire and police, TriMet, and IPM, the initial property manager of my building. I see this all as a conflict of interest that may be part of the harassment I have faced for the last 4 years. People outside literally yelling, "Get out and go home," outside repeatedly in 2020, along with personal issues with my abusive family. Namely, my sister calling in wellness checks, the fire alarm going off for the whole building over 30 times without cause in just the last 4 years, people pounding on my room from above and next door like it's just a box, pushing themselves into my unit, garbage trucks that don't seem to have a set schedule, coming multiple times in a night, banging dumpsters extra loud or smashing glass and seem to idle outside. I feel gang-stoked. It hasn't felt like I am really able to be alone in my own apartment. I have communicated these issues with management and the police, who have come for the unnecessary wellness checks. I don't feel like anyone is taking me seriously and wants to act like I have mental health issues I do not have, while exacerbating the PTSD, anxiety, and depression that I do have. I have had to pay $1,400 out of pocket for trash removal services, money I don't have now because I felt unsafe to walk through the building. Because my neighbor followed me out of my unit in January. I haven't felt like I could even leave the apartment because of this. I haven't been able to finish my paperwork for disability or vote. My body has deteriorated from a medical event in 2022 that I see as connected to having management in my apartment and stress. And I can't physically work like I did before 2020. These are exceptional circumstances, and I need patience and understanding. I am scared and feel ignored. I don't know how I am supposed to survive without assistance, and the building itself was supposed to help keep people housed and safe from homelessness. 2020. Directly related to issues about the eviction notice I got on Oct 16th. I was lied about in these notices and emails. I never changed the outside lock and have had the same key since 2015. I am not a self-described hoarder. I did not know who was at my door in July. And it looked like 5 men with some kind of buzzsaw breaking into my unit. Eviction itself was and is a threat of possible theft of my property, possible rape, possible brutality and violence, and possible death. Whether by sickness, stalkers, or corruption, it's wrong that they would throw me out on the street knowing I have been stuck inside my unit since COVID shutdowns. People must remember the war like atmosphere of 2020, and I believe something that was not connected to the purpose of the protests taking place. 13 blocks away was harassing my specific street and never stopped, even when the protests ended. It also doesn't feel like management will genuinely help me out with harassment issue inside or outside the building. If asked in the future, I can't know what to expect, because they won't respond to my emails. I have been given supplies by the building in the past and need help to complete the stipulations of the agreement. I also find that noise complaint bogus based on history of the area and what has been allowed to happen in the building. I'm not sure what is supposed to happen with rents and thought they had gotten an organization to pay and haven't said anything about this building. It's supposed to help keep people housed. Seems like retaliation if they go on to evict me for that now. Management must contact me over email. They haven't emailed me back this entire time, and it feels wrong. I am now forced to trust them when they pretty much were gonna let me die and have been ignoring me the whole time. The issues they had were from July and clearly weren't so pressing if I didn't even know until August 16th. I don't even know what they look like and have asked for a photo before they have people show up in my door in the future. I am scared they will get me sick, which seems to be what happened last time management didn't enter an apartment for inspections. 2022, I have nowhere else to go, and this has been my home for almost a decade. Universal human rights should be upheld, or everything is meaningless. I am signing this agreement under duress.
And my internet got cut off again. Get the fuck out of my life. Whoever, can you hear me, you stalker? Get the fuck out of my life. Get out of my life. Oh my God. Yeah, just magic mysterious. Get the fuck away from me. Now what, I have to fucking wait for it to come back on again? Get away from me. How dare I have so much fucking evidence? I want to show the fucking inspection video I have where they checked my apartment, said nothing was wrong. They asked about my cat that died. I told them I felt gang stalked. And suddenly the thing just cuts off. Bullshit! Now it's just gonna make an even longer fucking video while I wait to get the internet back. From 11 months ago. I might have it on my phone. I should have some. I made a sliced video with the camera from my my indoor camera and the recording in my pocket at the same time. Yeah, I always have something. Get the fuck away from me. It's the only way I have self-defense. I didn't want to be 1984 either. You, like, forced it to happen. And my internet went out again. Yeah, I'm absolutely terrified. Get the fuck away from me. And you got some asshole do it. Yeah, unplug my fucking microphone. It might pick up their bullshit coming from outside. The microphone is designed so it would only pick up my voice. While I look for this fucking video and make a 3-hour-long fucking video instead of 2.5. Psycho assholes! They drove away. Fucking terrorist. Fucking narcissist. Fucking control freak. I don't have words for people like this. I'm not an asshole myself. I didn't practice being one. What a total fucking waste of time. And now I have to find this other fucking video. August, July. Yeah, I have to find it on my phone. And then play it through to the fucking computer. I don't remember when it was. And then they want you to complain and bitch about why you have nowhere else to go. Get out of my room. I have already explained it in detail, repetitively. I was born in fucking Massachusetts. My grandmother died when I was 9 in front of me. She was my legal guardian. I had to go through foster care for a fucking year. And then my dad got custody, and almost as soon as he did, they were like, you want to go to Milton Hershey School? And then I grew up at Milton Hershey School. That is not someplace I'm going to go back to. And then I went to college, which was the whole point of going to Milton Hershey School, so I could go to college. Then I moved here. Yeah, when I was 16, 2 friends at the time suggested I move here. No one else in my whole life ever told me to move anywhere. That does feel fucking important. Internet come back on, it's like fucking around with the internet again.
And I'm not a soldier, I'm not a spy, I'm not your bitch. I'm not some fake savior. I don't know what the fuck demented crap story they keep trying to stick you in. Anything? Disconnected? Yellow bars. Green bars. Bunch of bullshit. I mean, they were just trying to fuck up the stream. What the fuck is the point of that? Like, it's gonna all be there anyway. Like, and the video is really what's more important. That's what I would save and save other places. Like, just wasting my fucking time. I'm so sick of whatever. I can't guess at what this is. They're making my room smell like incense, which is terrifying to me. They did it so strong once. It must not have been incense at all. It was something else. And it fucking, like, ripped out my vocal cords for 3 months. I couldn't talk. So I'm having a PTSD reaction to the last time they fucking did this, and it hurt me really bad. It's not nice. They just want you to hate normal, cool things that people like. Get the fuck away from me. Plug my microphone back in. Turn on my fucking dehumidifier, like that's gonna help. Yeah, wasting my fucking electricity, making me like I have to run the dehumidifier all the time. No, I can taste whatever it is in my mouth, and now I am really fucking upset. Yeah, the idea, they trying to blame it on like some other people or community or something. Stop faking shit, you psycho asshole. God, it's like someone in blackface trying to pretend it was black people. Get away from me, I hate you. Brain-rotted, narcissistic, racist, sexist, bigoted psychopath. I never want to be you. And yeah, I really feel like the majority of the planet was on the right trajectory, smarter than this. I got stuck with some fucking asshole that's... They just have power, but not brains. Yeah, somebody pretending to be Native Americans, banging like a Native American drum, and then pretending they're telling you to leave. That kind of shit. Like, get the fuck away from me. Most of the Native Americans are stuck on reservations and they're just getting internet. You're a fucking racist psycho. Or, yeah, as a half-Jewish person, like I'm supposed to go move to Israel or something? No! I have nothing to do with fucking Israel. Yeah, and you can remember that shit I said about Duterte. You know, you say, fuck Duterte, he's going to the International Criminal Court for crimes against humanity. He killed 30,000 people who were essentially medical patients. Yeah, you change addict to medical patient. You change the word drugs to medicine. Wake the fuck up and stop sucking the dick of the pharmaceutical industry. And the fucking dare pogrom the cops are playing out on people. But you don't say fuck the Philippines. You say fuck this administration. And that should be extended to everywhere. America, Russia, China, Israel, Palestine, Australia. It doesn't matter. Like, who's in charge and who's killing people? That's the fucking problem. Not some kid that's going to be born there 20 years from now. And saying, like, fuck that country is like stigmatizing some kid that's not even born yet. It had nothing to do with anything. Just by the way, yeah, now I'm really fucking upset. What was I gonna play? Oh, the fucking inspection video. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god, leave me alone. No,
you don't get to rip out my vocal cords. You don't get to fuck with my life. You don't get to fuck with my identity. Get the fuck away from me. Yeah, they're trying to give you like a fucking aneurysm or medical event or a heart attack. Like anything before they get in trouble. Tell the truth, you asshole. Oh, get in trouble. Like, I mean, grow the fuck up. I think I have a better video than this, is why I don't want to just play this. It's 30 minutes long, right? The other thing was like a lot shorter and had both it's like the recording in my pocket. Oh my fucking god. This is bullshit. Somebody really thinks it's funny. Like, they really do just want to upset you till your organs explode. They don't really give a fuck about you anyway. They're banging on my fucking apartment from upstairs. Oh yeah, make her have a panic attack again. Come on, we have to like, prove that we even heard her in the first place? Fuck you! You hear my fucking voice is going out while this is happening. Everything tastes like this weird shit they just put in the fucking air. Yeah, before I can't say it, fuck whatever this was. And never do it again. Evil fucking bastards. And I actually am a bastard, so I can call anybody a bastard I want. Yeah, that's what taking the word back means. As if you gave a shit in the first place. Oh, you can watch it happen right on fucking video? Like, no, the internet isn't just supposed to go in and out like that. It is way more, like, this is on purpose. Yeah, now I feel fucking nauseous and scared. Come on, prove how much we hurt you. Come on. You're fucking demented. What is supposed to happen? This is some lame excuse to take over the whole building, and it's just the same thing they wanted it to be in the first place. Like, it's not even a real fucking apartment building. What's the fucking joke? I have nowhere to live. It's fucking perverted for like 5,000 reasons on top of it. Like, I can't live in my own room. No, and exactly, bro. You came into my you forced your way into my fucking apartment, and then it was fine anyway. It does seem like a really important piece of fucking evidence. I wonder why suddenly your fucking internet just got shut off again. Well, yeah, which means people are stalking me. Period. No, I don't want to be put in any kind of, like, thing where you take my identity away. You were obviously trying to do that the whole fucking time anyway. That's not safety and protection. Bullshit. Just silenced fucking everything. No, this shouldn't be the story of Portland. This is people directly fucked with me and wouldn't let me live my life. I should have been happy as fucking Portland. How dare I? It might prove that everything before that sucked. Oh no. I can't yeah, I'm so angry my eyes are like shaking. What? It's like, quick, fucking play the thing. Fuck you. They made me, it like hurt my back really bad. I'm wearing a fucking back brace. They didn't help me at all. And there's no excuse to have not even tried to help me at all. They even said they would have. Whatever, reconnection successful. No, it's like, it's this thing, like somebody, Kathleen Hanna said, some people, they can't have a relationship with you, so they have a negative relationship because they can't really have one at all. They just want to see you angry because then they act like you fucking, and that means anything. It doesn't mean shit. No, they're just fucking toying with my internet. No, fucking fascists, get your hands off of me. I don't give a fuck. You couldn't even sit there and try to make me empathize with you at this point. Get the fuck away from me. Chicken sirens, fire trucks. I played that stuff already as part of the recordings, yeah. Recording the inspection. Right, someone was banging on the wall during the fucking inspection, and they were like, someone has a dog upstairs. Like, right to my face. They just fucking ridiculous.
Is Allison still in the hallway? Do you have my email? It's just my first name, my last name at Gmail.
Okay, I'll be sure to get it later on.
They said something yesterday about connecting with you. I just wanted to feel safe to like go through the hallways and stuff.
Sorry, because it's a new deadbolt lock.
Yeah.
I gotta take this.
Yeah, the recording sounds like shit. Sorry. I didn't even, like, remember that this was here to play it. There's so much shit. They, like, pretended that I had changed the lock on my door I never had. Meanwhile, someone stole the keys to the whole building. That's why I'm saying, like, did these people just take over an abandoned building? Because they went out of their way to tell me someone stole the keys. It was during the last inspection. This guy says that he was the same dude that came in for that, though I don't remember that, him being the same person, but he said he was. And I got horrendously sick May 1st of 2022 after that inspection. Like, the worst pain I've ever had in my fucking life. That's why it's a death threat that they put this, like, hot sauce bottle next to my door, because I wasn't sure what did it. Oh my fucking God. And I had not changed, like, they went through all of this trouble. Everything is bullshit.
The neighbor was like banging on the wall a minute ago. Are you guys clocking that?
It could be from a neighbor upstairs. We have a dog. That could be it because there's no one over here.
Next door?
Yeah, they're not.
So it's like radiating downstairs.
I don't know why I put up with people lying to my face. I just don't know what to do. Like, it was so obviously coming from right next door while they were standing there. They even acknowledged that it was happening and then made up a fake story about it coming from upstairs. What the fuck? Old email. I never met who this person was. There is a direct email that said the keys were stolen. I'm trying to find that now. Yeah, of course I am all over the place. You just like fucking like, to me, that's like attacking me, right? While I was in the middle of doing this. Fucking with the internet going on and off. And yeah, the obviousness of there's like, they're making sounds outside and upstairs, and then your internet's going on and off. Management. Oh, they always pull this bullshit about like, look, we think we have like a formulaic way of even answering these emails. We don't even read what you say. Like, we're like robots. Yeah, they think shit's like an open and shut case. They never even wanted to listen. Yeah, what is this directive? He has never, like, Jedi mind trick. He has never done anything to your unit. He did not work here. Blah, blah, blah. The guy that came into the building said I have that recorded. They like absolutely just trying to fuck me, and I hate it. That is even part of this thing I am trying to look for right now. The guy said he was the same guy. That just straight up lied. Why do you think this is funny? How would you think I wouldn't, like, yeah, I didn't remember having this email, and I wouldn't have found it if I hadn't just looked through all that stuff that I just pulled up. That's crazy, even. Wow, yeah, so glad I had to take an extra 2 hours, that more than I meant to, because I didn't even, it's too much stuff. And they said the part of they were supposed to investigate harassment. They just dismissed me and said it was a domestic. It can't be domestic dispute. I don't know her. Like, you can't have like a stranger just come up and punch you in the face and say it was a domestic dispute. Like, no, what that smell is starting to really get to me. I can't fucking find the thing. They're fucking evil. Yeah, what a perfect email to find just while I was looking for this. Oh my god. Yeah, I was looking for that keys email though. Oh my god, they will say whatever, they will lie to your face. Like, there has to be a way to prove it. Always saying they can't do anything about outside. Well, I got plenty of inside shit documented. Okay, like, there you go. Theft of all the keys to the building. They said this in 2021. And then in 2024, they tried to fucking like use that as a way, saying they needed to change my lock, and as if I had changed it, and that they were going to try to evict me over it. Psycho. So now, yeah, now I am looking for that the inspection video, and I'll close it out on that, I guess. Yeah, this is it, but I had a better. I want to like leave this open. I had a better version that has the. Oh my god, stop trying to attach this to anything other than your ass. Like, god, that's so fucking annoying. We wanted to make it about something else we thought we could fuck with. Like, stop fucking with anybody. That's the video from my security camera's point of view, but I want the video from that has both. It should have like a split above and below. It's weird, it's so hard to find. There, this, I think it's this. I will try to fuck with the audio just for the sake of making it listen toable. Hold on. Direct to...
It sounds funny and it scares me.
But I'll get you a new light bulb. If you don't mind, my name's Joseph. I'm an English tech.
Yeah, you're definitely not the guy from last time. His name was Joseph too.
I'm the same guy.
Okay.
Yep, right there. Says his name is Joseph. I said, oh, you're not the same guy from last time though, right? Because I didn't really recognize him. And then, I mean, and no, he's the same guy. And then that was from November 13th. And she said this bullshit the day before. Sorry, that's not the right thing. Whoever was coming from the Erickson Fritz manager email anyway. And yeah, and I do not bang on her walls, and she can't hear. She's a fucking liar. How do I prove that she is a fucking liar? Please tell me how to prove it so I can prove it. Oh my God. And saying my maintenance manager, Joseph, did not work here. And he explicitly says that he's the same guy. No, you cannot be a pathological liar and have power over people's lives. Like, that includes being a property manager, fucking with vulnerable people, a shelter service person, a cop, a doctor, a teacher, a lawyer. Oh my fucking God! Terrorist! And then them asking me about my cat. Oh my fucking God, the fucking trauma. My cat was dying in my arms, and they were banging on the walls and fucking around outside. Fuck you forever! Yeah, that's Orion Maslow haunts or heals you. Depends on you, bitch. Only you know what the fuck you did to me. I'm gonna start the video again.
It sounds funny and it scares me.
But I'll get you a new light bulb. If you don't mind, my name's Joseph. I'm an English tech.
Yeah, you're definitely not the guy from last time. His name was Joseph too.
I'm the same guy.
Okay. You are the same guy from last time? I thought he was older and taller. My cat died. And they were banging on the wall at this, like, as if they knew my cat, and there were people outside playing music really loud. Like, it was insane and traumatizing, and no one was listening to me when I'm telling them I'm being harassed. Like,
okay, so, I will discuss about my wall. As far as outside, I'm sorry, I cannot control that. That is...
You got my... Well, I understand. I feel like I'm being, like, game stalked or something. It's, like, constant...
But I can talk to your neighbor about not knocking down the wall, okay? Okay. That much I can absolutely do, and we're going to work on trying to find some services.
So I can take my garbage out without worrying about...
If you are here, if you do it during the day, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you in the building.
Okay, that helps a lot. All right.
Okay? Yeah. All right. I will get back with you about a picking night to help you out. Okay?
Do I have dish like they said I had 21 days to fix issues. Is that what is going on right now? Or
Yes. When I sent you the notice, you'll have 21 days. Mostly it's just this.
Okay. I've had to spend $1,400 on this taken out. Like, I just ran. I don't have any money now.
I can. I'm not going to be able to do it, but you will have the ability to, but
I don't have any money. I'm waiting for that HRSN certificate. Did you got my email about the OHP thing?
to see if we can get you some help, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. I'm gonna let you have your piece, and we're gonna exit, okay?
So do I?
Bill maintenance issues, the only things that I've ever seen was maybe just a light bulb and then
No leaks or anything?
No.
Good.
Well,
that's a plus.
do I have like 21 days from like today or from the notice? Or
From the notice.
Okay.
21 days from the notice. And I will email to you, okay?
But I'm not like threatened with eviction right now. Okay.
You're okay right now.
Okay.
Okay? You've complied, so.
Thanks for being nice.
Yep.
Absolutely. You have a good day, okay?
Nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you. Yeah.
And my lockbox, okay?
Oh, for the door.
It's under the lockbox, okay? And it gets locked every night.
And I got this key.
Yep, that is your key.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Alrighty. We're all good?
Yeah, I haven't left this for a year.
I know. We're gonna work with you, okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. We'll see you later, okay?
It was so nice to meet you.
Oh my fucking god. The very next day, they gave me some kind of notice. Well, so November, you're looking for November 14th? And then I said, you said I was safe just yesterday. I had and again, this was last year. And the shit they pulled on me last year. What, you're gonna do this to me every fucking year till I die? What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that sign-in screen? I have no idea what the hell. So yeah, they said I was totally safe, and it was like the very next day they threatened me with eviction again. And then we're trying to tell me that it was going to take a year to get the HRSN assistance. Like, is it, maybe I should just give up. Yeah, all of this to e-sign. They knew fully well they needed to have emails and they could do things over email. That was all fine. I think they're also fucking with my research. Yeah, I should have been at the 30% level the whole time I've lived here. That's a whole other issue. And then the agreement we signed was for them to investigate harassment. And, you know, they just blew me off over and over and over again. Wonder why there's problems opening these. Whatever the fuck they did, it's like burning my eyes. Look, there's a lot of things that we just don't like, and we wanted you to not like them too. Get the fuck away from me. And no, that's not just what I get for having been sick in the first place and why I stayed inside during COVID in the first place. Like, there is no weird, deranged, like, idea here that, like, somehow I deserve this or, like, that's what you get for, or, like, get the fuck away from me. There is 5 years of evidence. Yeah, you're taking over my entire life to play some, like, legal lawfare game, too. Shit, fucking with me at work. Fucking with me everywhere I went. Fucking with my writing. Fucking with my art. Fucking with the way I could have had a livelihood. Loss of potential income. And then you're like making, like, you know, it just, everything is fucked up. Free certification. Yeah, acting like they fucked it up is scary as hell. Oh, and not letting, I can't even pay the rent through the online portal and they've never fixed it. That was a way to get help. For someone to just pay it direct, like asking on Reddit, and someone could pay it directly, and then they made that impossible. And then my Reddit account also got bombed. That's another thing I should have shown as, like, Larora 42 Reddit. I have had that account for 13 years. And this is all that you can find. If you type in my newer account, this character I've created, Anarchy, is a play off of social, or, you know, Orphan Annie, but instead of like, oh, Daddy Warbucks, will you help me? It's supposed to be like keeping power in check. No dictators, no kings. And, you know, that shows up and is like a findable account. But not the one I've had for 13 years. Where I that's how I could ask for help and be part of the community, and Portland included. Like, you know, our Portland is. So yeah, that's another good. That in the Twitch tracker thing. You know, I've been fucked out of this life, yeah, in ways that I could have gotten help. It does look really pretty. And how I can see the outside world. Imagine people that literally got locked in a basement and have someone asshole trying to tell them, oh, it was the apocalypse, like a fucking Twilight Zone episode. You know, I'm glad to have an internet connection meant I could see for myself, like, what was going on at the ICE building, the most recent protest, what's going, like, it's the only way I have eyes outside. And you can't pretend that the world exploded, like. Oh, there's plenty of people still living their fucking life. Yeah, this is a much longer video, but I feel like it's important.
Okay. But, yeah, I don't know if you guys ever had mailbox captured anyway, the big stuff that you're getting, but. I do have a lot of mailbox keys, but yeah, for some reason, I didn't have anything at all for years, which I didn't understand, but. Yeah, you got that email too, right? Like, nothing.
Points to be made, points to, like, this is, oh, you're fine, good. Like, when you talk about standards of living, they can't come in and change all the rules. They can't pretend stuff is different. I was directly told that it was fine to vape, especially because I am a medical cannabis patient. I can vape. And I can openly say I can have streams just like all the other people that make money online. And I could have been reviewing cannabis and influencers, right? There's still all this, making these people, this is how they can make money in their life. I could have reviewed strains from home easily. Like, there were options, even as someone that's stuck inside their apartment to survive. And I feel completely like you're just like fucking with me every way that you can. I was directly told by management that vaping was fine. The neighbor said that they smoked cigarettes inside even, and I didn't care. And I'm only bringing it up because, like, you can't play this, like, fucking sick game. And I never smelled it either. I know the guy that used to live upstairs used to smoke pot. I never smelled it in my unit. Somebody is, like, deliberately, like, pushing stuff into my room somehow. That was never a thing before 2020. And you can't go and change the rules, like...
2021 they said that the keys were messed up, and then they just dropped changing it. Yeah,
Yeah, with the... Oh, God damn it. I don't smoke now. I've actually become, like, scared of fire because they keep burning shit. It's like, that's what they wanted. They wanted you to be scared of stuff, and then they can fuck with you about it. Dude, I'm scared of your idiot ass, Like, the idiot is the scariest fucking person on the fucking planet.
For some reason we had everybody else's keys in the building except for yours. We didn't know why. Okay, because the last time they invited the said something like 5 rooms. Is it something like 5 rooms? Or things? Yeah, it's like, I'm sorry. I'm really coordinated with the time. Other uses for it, helps with sleep, it helps with anxiety, I know a lot of cancer patients who smoke weed can help them with that. And so I have no problem with these, but it's these other nasty stuff, that's getting into everybody's cancer.
Everybody that tells me, oh, they got no problem with weed, you can barely hear it. Yeah, they have no problem with weed, all this other stuff. Like, and I just think, oh, cool, intersectional solidarity. We're not, like, best friends, but, like, we're on the same page about something that really matters. And then I feel stabbed in the fucking back a million times. That doesn't mean it's okay to, like, be a pervert and spy on my apartment. Right? Like...
And us talking like this is a big step for you. Because, before when we were in here, you didn't want anything to do with us. You kind of stepped away. So you're making huge steps. You're having...
He was being so fucking, like, supportive and shit, and, like... Yeah, really, it was more about just standing in your room for 15 minutes, wasn't it? Like... Yeah, we had to wear face masks. I mean, no one has been in here without a face mask on. And all that's ever been, there was the guy that did the inspection. They took my fire alarm and left. And then I got sick a few days later in 2022. And then the people I paid to come pick up the garbage twice, that got $1,400 got spent. I never had any money. My dad died in 2022. I unexpectedly was left with $100,000 that I never knew about. And that's gone now. And again, I donated $10,000. I bought this computer. I bought the fucking equipment. I bought the router. Had to spit. I bought supplies. I bought clothes that I've never had before. I've been poor my whole life. I tried to create this, like, internet identity Emo Miss Frizzle. I bought movies, and there's something called The Take. And I was just going to do my own version somewhere between The Take and now for the past year I've been watching Hassan Piker. Well, and he's good evidence of like what you should have been able to do. He can do it. Why can't I do it? We don't say exactly the same thing, but like more, yeah, solidarity. He's got 18,000 people watching him right now. That's lower than usual, actually. It's kind of strange that he has less viewers when he went on a field trip adventure. But, you know, whatever. And then The Take does like psychological analysis of pop culture. And I bought all these fucking movies, investing in my own streams and educational protest everything's. Like, I feel completely dicked out of it. A lot of them are things we just watched in school, too. So it's literally like... Yeah, The Day After Tomorrow is extremely important. That we watched it in science class, and I think it's like the blueprint for this Candyland capitalism thing that I don't want to happen. And by telling you about it, I am trying to be helpful. Like... Yeah, I have songs about it and shit, but I'm not going to play that now. Yeah, don't forget to end this on a note about Article 25, universal human rights, housing, healthcare, education, and food, 25 and 26. Someone is running an engine outside. Again, you should be able to see them yourself. I'm not going to be turned into a security camera for you. Why don't you just sit there all day and put a camera out your window and worry about what everybody's doing all day? Because I have a life, bitch. I'm not your, like, guard dog. Ew. Get off of my generation. Yeah, I am an educator, whether, like, you let me be or not. I do have a CELTA, though I don't want to go anywhere else. I think that's some bullshit to make you try to go somewhere else now. They even told me in the program, they stick you in a community that, like, you're the only person that speaks English, and you're supposed to teach everybody, and you're, like, alone. I don't want that. Yeah, I got it because I had to in college to fulfill a language requirement. But I am, like, I mean, like, how much... I scrubbed toilets so I could go to college. And then I got degrees. And now you just want to kick me in the face every day. Well, and then act like somehow I was a failure. Why? Whatever, that shit is getting in my lungs and it's making my fucking body hurt. Just because it smells like incense doesn't mean it's incense. Yeah, like they're doing something fucked up. Now they shut their fucking shit off. Yeah, there was a guy with, like, pushing exhaust into my room from the balcony next door. The fire escape or whatever. So, I mean, they could be on the fire escape next door. They could be down below. They could be upstairs. They could be on the roof. They could be in the community room below me. How the fuck you didn't see or notice for 5 years? You're liars. It's fucking hurting me. I don't think I want to play any other songs. She said something important towards the end here that I want to remember, yeah.
You're missing stuff. just day by day. I'll check in with you in about a month, see how you're doing. Make sure that you're not the trash isn't starting to go up, and the kitchen's clean and things like that. We'll just keep looking at things.
I couldn't feel. How else will we get a paycheck if we don't pretend there's something wrong with you? That economy needs to end. My grandmother was put on depression medication. There's this story about her being the first person on some kind of fucking depression medication. My mother spent her child was taken from her immediately. I was taken from her after a year. They lived, I was born into the mental health world. Yeah, that's a really long story that I don't think I have a time to tell if you even gave a shit in the first place. How all of this shit is so clearly interconnected and totally corrupt. But do not take my housing from me. I have nowhere to go, and you shouldn't be making me dependent on somebody else on purpose.
Slowly, I think you're and the door
Jack was screaming! Screaming! How dare you fucking keep hurting me!
But yeah, we fill those full of vegetables for the residents, for the homeless that were out there that needed food. We filled it. We filled it out for a few years. Yeah, but it.
That obnoxious fucking sound. Oh my god, stop! I can't even fucking think to listen to it. It's this low rumbling shit from outside. That's the boy. It's a very well designed psychological fucking torture thing. Fuck you! The level of face masks I need to wear. You think this shit is funny? I can't access my mailbox. I can't take the trash out. I'm not gonna get fucked with by you. Get away from me! No interest in whatever the fuck you want to pull next. I'm not gonna give you an opportunity. Fucking bullshit. Why even bother playing this thing outside right now? Because whatever it takes to keep fucking hurting you while they have a chance, get the fuck away from me. No, the microphone is set to just pick up my voice. You're not gonna hear it right now. Oh my god, it is dealing with children that have spent their whole lives lying and they don't even know how to be honest or real or some shit. Oh my fucking god. You hear it? Is it getting picked up? I hope so. They obviously wanted to. They made it louder. Yeah, you can kind of see it pulsating. you go, asshole. You got what you fucking... They really want to fucking run this on about, like, motorcycles or something. My best guess is they just wanted a fucking excuse to then go and attack anybody on a motorcycle. And now the whole air smells like fucking exhaust. Really bad. There's a fucking traffic camera in the intersection. It's 9:33 p.m., 17th of November, 2025. So, I mean, you can watch the motherfucker the whole time. Fuck using me for anything. No, they just wanted to do that and blame somebody else. Get the fuck away from me. You shouldn't get anything out of this. Right, just make sure there's somebody you want to look alike to somebody else that you wanted to fuck over, right? That's all they do. All day long. Doppelganger land bullshit. Psychological warfare bullshit. Excuses to put their fingers up people's assholes bullshit. There's a camera right there. This is a camera. No, it's been worse. That kind of dissipated rather quickly, actually, compared to the times before. They're gassing my fucking apartment for 5 years. No, you should not just move me and then put some other poor asshole here after you tested it out. I don't care what the fuck you're doing. Fucking Christ! Yeah, you want to pretend you even believe in God on top of it. What a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, I'm gonna play the Universal Human Rights song, and then that's it, I guess. It hurts! It hurts my fucking body! No, nothing is like sticking your fucking mouth on a tailpipe. Nothing! I can't think. No, this isn't a fucking rock concert. It's my private fucking bedroom. I live in a studio. It's one fucking room. Get out of my fucking room. It's 2025. Everybody's got a fucking phone. Everybody's found a way to get internet. There's no excuse. What am I fucking... The fucking Universal Human Rights thing. Yeah, I want the cool version. Because, yeah, if anything, to leave a point about anything, like, the obviousness of 70 years, they said you do this shit, and you're just, like, fucking around about it.
Universal human rights, so everything is bullshit. This is a peaceful protest. All human beings are born free and equal. Everyone is equal regardless of race, color, sex, language, religion, politics, or where they were born. Race, class, sex, gender, age, both ways, ability, national origin, genetics do not define character. Everyone has the right to life and to live in freedom and safety. Don't fuck with people. Everyone has the right to be free from slavery. Everyone has the right
to be free from torture.
Everyone has the right to be recognized before the law. Laws are not always lawful. Authorities don't always deserve respect. Who watches the watchers? Be true, be you, be real, be kind.
We're all equal before the law.
Laws are not always lawful. Authorities don't always deserve respect. Who watches the watchers? Be true, be you, be real, be kind. Everyone has the right to seek justice if their rights are violated. Laws are not always lawful. Authorities don't always deserve respect. Who watches the watchers? Be true, be you, be real, be kind.
Everyone has the right
To freedom from arbitrary arrest, detention, or exile.
Everyone has the right to a fair trial.
Everyone has the right to be presumed innocent until proven guilty.
Everyone has the right to privacy and freedom from false attacks on their reputation.
Do not lie about people. This is a peaceful protest.
Universal.
Human.
Everything is bullshit.
This is a peaceful protest.
Everyone has the right to freedom of movement, to be free to leave and return to their own country.
Please notice when people do not have their own country. This happened a lot.
Everyone has the right.
To seek asylum from persecution. Everyone has the right to a nationality.
Everyone has the right to marry or not marry as they choose, and to have a family of their own.
It's everyone has the right to own property. Owners should be careful not to violate the rights of people who don't own anything. Never let the only option for survival be destruction either way.
Everyone has the right
To freedom of thought, conscience, and religion or non-religion.
Everyone has the right to freedom of opinion and expression.
Everyone has the right to freedom of peaceful assembly and association.
Peaceful protest.
Universal
Human
rights or
everything is bullshit.
This
is
a peaceful
protest. Everyone has the right to take part in government and to have equal access to public service.
peaceful
protest. Everyone has the right to social security. We should all be living to once we in society can be competent enough to genuinely care for everyone their whole life.
Everyone has the right to work, to equal pay, to protection against unemployment, and the right to form and join trade unions. Everyone has the right to rest and leisure.
Peaceful protest.
Universal
Human
rights or
everything
is
bullshit.
This is peaceful protest.
Everyone has the right to a decent standard of living, including food, clothing, housing, medical care, and social services.
Everyone has the right to education. Learn from everyone. It's both the kind of teacher and student their entire lives. Let knowledge flow freely. Everyone has the right to participate in and enjoy culture, art, and science. Everyone has the right to a social and international order where the rights in this declaration can be fully realized. We have a duty to other people, and we should protect their rights and freedoms. Never let someone convince you to kill another or violate their own rights for this purpose.
Nobody can take away these rights and freedoms from us. Take chances, make mistakes, get messy.
Social orphananarchy has real love for you.
Science, bitches. Peaceful protest.
Universal
Human
rights or
everything is bullshit.
This is a peaceful protest.
Universal human rights. Everything is bullshit. Peaceful protest.
My name is Laura Linda Gamari. This was for Multnomah County Court. Should I read out the little number quick? Come on. I am fucking tired. Yeah, you just watched me also get assaulted while I was doing this. How much more evidence do you need? Like, oh, it's just an excuse for people to do fucked up shit. Don't do that. That you never wanted in the first place. 25 LT 17345. And I am submitting it via the link as an mp4 as requested. And I'll email it to the same list of people I sent the accepted filing to. Like, they haven't responded back this entire time. Sean Stevenson talked to me last year. Yeah, these guys haven't responded once. So I'm doing my best. And yes, very sincerely, universal human rights or everything is bullshit.